sorry, before y'all get into the video, I'm still fixing stuff with my sound. I have no idea why my sound sounds the way that it sounds currently, but I'm gonna be changing my microphones so that I'm able to continue to give y'all a better audio. I went and got the more expensive side of audio so that I can try to give y'all the best audio. But right now, I'm actually not giving you the best audio, so I have to do something different. Um, Damn, that's a waste of a lot of money. But hey, it is what it is. We gotta keep moving on. Gotta keep moving forward. But hopefully y'all enjoy the video, learn something from it. Love and guidance. All right, cool. All right, there we go. All right, so good afternoon, everybody. So first things first, we're gonna send condolences out to our community. Of course, we're not gonna talk too much about the certain president and certain presidents of stuff and things and whatnot. We're just gonna allow the families to deal with the loss of their loved ones. One of them was a family member of mine. Didn't even know it till the other day, but we're gonna keep praying for him. And just our condolences to the family at the moment. That's all we're gonna talk about that today for sure. But we hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's doing fine. But I'm back here with Benji once more, doing what we need to do, sitting down, talking like regular, normal human beings, because that's all we are. Just we're all with the same goal.
That's
all
it.
with the same goal. And so Benji's just gonna answer a few questions. Because there's obviously people who are on the other side of things who do have some simple questions to ask or whatever it may be. And I'm starting off with a comment, and this comment really kind of asks like 3 or 4 questions type deal. But the first one is, it says, ask him why he ran for mayor when he doesn't even live in the city limits. Me personally, I don't even know why that's important, but you can tell me.
Well, I do, and we had a hearing, and the Board of Elections voted on it and said I live in the city of Thompson. That's the only way I can answer that question. Yes.
Hey, look here. That sounds like all the answer to the questions that we need.
We need. Yes, sir.
We got it. Hey, it got handled. And then someone said they didn't vote for you because they said you had a bit of a tussle with 2 different guys, maybe a year or 2 ago or something, which I find
no.
So how do you per se?
What do you mean tussle? Now, a fellow owed me some money, and my son went to work, paid this fellow's parking lot, and about a month later, Benjamin called him and said, "Can I get a check?" He said, "Yeah, come on up here and get a check." And then he just taunted me around. Well, I didn't like this, I didn't like that. So Benjamin said, "We'll go fix it." They weren't ready to fix it. You get to the point you can't make anybody happy.
Right.
That's just kind of person he was.
Yeah.
So Benjamin says, "Well, I'm just going to take my asphalt back. Don't worry about paying me. I'll just get my product back, and everybody will be happy." Well, next thing you know, that man jumped on my son, and you didn't wind up. They sitting there on the ground begging like a little baby, turn me loose. But when you jump on a grown man, don't cry about it.
Oh yeah, no, that's what kind of got me about the conversation is because when I called you about it, and you immediately, you start like, oh, I think I know what you're talking about, but when you told me the situation. 2 things here for me. First off, what the hell that got to do with you being mayor now?
Exactly.
Number 1. Number 2.
Long
story short, I'm gonna say it. You probably can't where you at right now. I'd have beat his ass too.
Exactly, but if you hear a man taking up for his youngin' and what's right, why would you even have a problem with that?
And that's by far one of my biggest things is that's something that I've dealt with throughout a lot of years, especially because your son is a little younger. Mm-hmm. That older guy thinks he's just like, I'm an older guy. Let me get loud and beefy and yell at him. Yeah, hell no. If I was his dad too, I'd have put foot up his ass as well.
And it's wonder they wasn't packing cotton in his ass when I got done with him. But I looked over at his son, seen tears in his eyes, so I said, I'll let you, but you treat people like people and you'll be okay.
Right. So, and I think you were just about to say something about it. So what do you feel like about people digging so far into your past for you to become a mayor? Because that's really what everybody's been doing. It's just
they had the time to vet me, and you don't go forward looking in the past.
Right. So Great the mundo.
So why do you even look? I mean, everybody's got a past, good, bad, and guess what? People that's got a good past may have a bad one. People that's had a bad past learn. It's just what I mean. Don't live behind you. Live in front of you.
Exactly. Yeah. I just and I tell people all the time that I hear it from guys like you who have been successful in different areas in life. That it really is about not just. I mean, everyone, even emotionally, financially, physically. Why are we still so stuck in yesterday? I can't do yesterday anymore.
You got to forget about yesterday.
Me and my fiance were talking last night about some stuff we had going on. Just reaching out to each other, happy Valentine's Day, this, that, and the third. And it got to the point where it's like, well, shoot. I was like, well, babe, I don't expect anything more than you other than, but like, right now.
Yeah.
That's all we can do right now. It's right now.
That's it.
That's all we can do. And then someone over here left another comment, which I think it's kind of a bit of a loaded question because we don't even really know. But they said that they felt like maybe the chief left because you took office for some reason. Do you even know personally who the chief was?
The first one I didn't, and if I did, we didn't need him because we got a great chief now. So if a man leaves his job because another man becomes mayor, shame on him. If I did, I'm glad he's gone, I guess.
I mean, like.
So if you want to ask that question,
personally, I have no vendetta against it or whatever. I don't even care how he left at this point.
That's right.
Because
but that's just somebody saying.
Personally, I'm seeing a more well policed area.
Oh yeah.
Than I have in a while.
Yeah, and he's doing good. The one we got now is doing good, and he's good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. You talked. I was about to say you. I think you were me and you were on the phone. I think you were actually going to talk to him that day. I think.
Yeah, and I talked to him yesterday and today.
Okay, well that's cool. And and something that Benji also said when he was talking to News Channel 12 is want to keep this dialogue as open as we possibly can. You know what I'm saying? So if you have certain issues, certain problems, whether it seems big or small, we know where you work at.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He be right here. So if you got a question, hell, come ask him.
That's it.
But so what do you think is I was about to say she kind of asked you this question too. Was there anything that because I know you probably kind of like learning along the way too.
Yeah.
Was there anything that you were surprised that you could do? You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't know you had the power to do it as mayor per se?
I'm learning more and more. You learn a little bit more what you can and can do, but not real super surprised. I've learned more that I can't do.
Right.
Because if you run a business, there's one person makes decisions. With the city, my decision may be what I want to do, but you got your city council. Mm-hmm. You're gonna go back and forth. They may have a different idea, but at the end of the day, everybody will be happy. Sometimes it may get a little heated, but you know what? People that's passionate about this town,
right?
But
it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. But guess what? At the end of the day, everything gets settled. We on the phone, happy, and that's just.
Well, that's good. I think keeping the dialogue open is it's still number one reason why I made the podcast that I made today was always keeping the dialogue open.
And I always say people that argue one another, that's the people that love one another. Because
they have the worst arguments.
Because they know how
they have the worst arguments. It's always the worst arguments between you and your mama, you and your brother, you and your first cousin. That's the worst arguments. But also I got another question. This is a me question. This is a me question. And I don't know how far. I think this is one of those I think you're there, but it's also you can't do everything about it because I think there's another separate entity that does it. Have you seen in Columbia County on? I seen it on Facebook. I can't even confirm it. Just seen it on Facebook. That's all I'm saying. I just seen it on Facebook. I could be wrong. But there's some of those little books that they've been putting in schools.
Kind of books now.
The kind of books that shows 4 to 5-year-olds about their genitalia.
Well, that's what mamas and daddies are for. School.
Yeah.
But the school they brainwash people. I mean, school's great, but some of the stuff, the government don't need to be mom and daddy all the time.
Right.
I mean,
At some point, we got to start asking ourselves, when are we not North Korea? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When are you not Russia? You know what I'm saying? Because they got in North Korea, if I'm not mistaken, obviously they're not talking about it too much. They're actually paying people to have children.
Paying them to have children.
Because they would not have children in that country. They turn the TV on, Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna tell them, hey, look here. Don't worry about raising your kids. We'll give them a book.
That's how far we right there at it and don't even know it. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
If you take your kids somewhere and somebody calls, they'll come over there, be there.
Oh yeah. I personally speaking, I would hope that we could find some way, some form, some fashion to make sure that never happens.
But me and you care about it. But they don't. You have very few people that talk about it because guess what? You ain't supposed to.
Yeah, and I think it's absolutely ridiculous because I don't got any like you said, I ain't got no hate, I ain't got no beef towards them, but I want to simply explain to you that hey, I got it.
That's it. Yep.
I got it. Mm-hmm. I think we can do all of that at my house compared to that.
Yep.
And I think allowing people to dig into their own lives, dig into their own kids and stuff is kind of that's where we need to stay at. We don't need their help doing anything.
No.
I don't anyways. I got two little ones. I don't need your help, big dog. I got it. But what you got to say for the people out there? It's a pretty day outside.
It's a pretty day. Just I'm happy to be the mayor, and whatever I can do to serve this city, that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, and I don't know if they I forgot when that was supposed to get done. I don't even know like who's doing it or whatever. But I think aren't we upgrading Sweetwater?
I think they got some plans to redo the gym up there in Sweetwater.
Yeah, I think it was.
They're gonna build a park or something across the way over there near soon. That's the county doing that.
Oh, that's the county doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot who that was. I think it was Vontigo Cummings.
I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's actually something that of his doing. I think somewhere. I think a park or something. But I seen that.
But we need to get Pitt Street upgraded too.
Hey, look. The guys went over there and painted Pitt Street, and I really want to say this because I'm so tired of seeing it everywhere else. All the guys from the picture I seen.
Yeah.
They took a picture of the guys, posted it on Facebook, said, "Hey, these are the guys that helped us come out and paint." All of those guys were white, and they're gonna keep trying to tell you that there's some racism. No, not that much. Not that much. There's some, because there'll never be none. There'll never be none, because we can't control that. There's always going to be assholes.
Yeah.
Like you said, God ain't make none.
They all self-made.
But it was a bunch of, it was 6 or 7 Caucasian fellows in a predominantly black neighborhood painting our goals and painting our basketball courts. So I think if we that's one thing that I feel like needs to stop happening is like sometimes as black people we feel kind of intimidated sometimes.
And
that's just the way it is. I'm not gonna lie. My mama taught me how to talk very well, so I can talk myself in this situation. But
But saying that and being able to say it and not feeling uncomfortable about it—that's the main thing.
Yeah, exactly. Which I mean, who would have thought that this white dude, black dude would be in the same area? Your age, my age, we're not supposed to get along.
But we had the same interest. We want to go forward and get, what you said about your young the other night on the phone about what you feed them. That's your business. You don't need a book to tell you, do you?
No sirski. I got the Bible. That's about it. That's the only book I need.
That's it.
But so is there any big plans or anything like that you done found out about coming up?
Not a whole lot. Yeah.
Nah, okay.
Now, I would say this. Me and I was the little grocery store deal. Mm-hmm. They got a little deal working here in town. Bradshaw Realty is trying to work a deal to get one in here. This is way out there. There's a lot of speculating, but he's working hard, and I am
Oh,
too.
a lot of hands to be shaken to get it done.
Yeah, but
okay.
it's gonna get done. It's before 2 years. There'll be a new grocery store in Thompson. But or in Matt County. But me and Brent, we want to get it in the city limits.
Is there any in particular store that you think of, just another store altogether?
I've called 3 or 4 of them. You get corporate.
Right, yeah,
so
the
person that's answering the phone, they may be like one of the ladies. She's the president of new stores.
Right.
But she's just a PR lady. But that's her job. And I'm working my way till I get to the right one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think, me personally, I don't know what everyone else wants, which you could comment. You know what I'm saying? We're here for the people. You know what I'm saying? Tell us.
Yeah, tell them get on that thing. What do you want?
Yeah, what kind of store do you want? Me personally, I know I would love an Aldi's for sure.
Yeah.
They have, I think an Aldi's. I say Aldi's also, it's not because it's only a store that I want to go to. It's also because it's also something that brings a little different than what IGA already has, something a little different than what Walmart already has. You know what I'm saying? That's why I would like one of them. But
you don't want to take from Walmart or IGA, but every time you go in, it's lined up. It's just choice. Let people have choice.
Yeah. I think there's enough. Me personally, there's enough business.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my boss, like, we were talking to other people who own different vape stores in other different areas, and there's enough. I mean, like, they communicate with all of the guys literally down the street. Selling to the same people because there's no competition. There's no business for us.
That's right. And somebody may tote one brand that you don't like, but everybody else does. But if you have one, well, I don't. So
exactly. I'm ready to see. I'm kind of excited for, like, you know what I'm saying, because I know there's going to be I know we're in good hands of someone who's trying to really take care as best as we can, make us independent, make sure we can get everything that we need here. And the crazy part about it is, I think we do got it for the most part.
We work it. If we don't, we're gonna fix work.
Yeah, there's an AutoZone, there's O'Reilly's, there's something wrong with your car. Mavis Tires does tires now. You got those. I don't even know what the name of the young Mexicans over there about a Sprint.
Yeah.
They do some.
Great
work.
Think he's from Madison up that way. I think he drives a pretty good ways every day. I talk to him. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And then there's a couple of guys that are actually right up the street from them as well too. Yeah. So anything today per se that you wish wasn't happening. You know what I'm saying? Other than something obvious, of course. But anything today in Thompson, that you wish wasn't happening. It could be, something simple. Anything. I
wish we didn't have 17 water leaks. Hey, our water director, he's great and he's working his butt off. But I guess right now that's that's a crazy answer. That's
that's a great answer actually. That's answers that I wouldn't have thought about. You know what I'm saying? So
and he's here every day.
How do you get water leaks?
Just time. It's just
just
happens.
Like pipes over years just kind of go pop.
The ground shrinks and contracts, and you're gonna have it. And that sounds like a bunch, but that ain't a bunch with all what we got. But it's something you got to do every day, and he's doing a damn good job. It's just, like, think about it. You fix one, you get a little more pressure, another starts on the other.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I was about to say, you done finally got this one working. So now the next one ain't working. Sound like a car.
Like a car.
As soon as you fix something, you done find out that done been broke so long that it done messed up this right here too. But also another question I want to try to keep remembering to ask you every time I come: what do we need to do as the people of Thompson to better assist you? Me personally, my thing to y'all, I'd say first off, don't talk to them.
That's it.
If you got that, if it's that much of a problem, not a very hard guy to find. What would you say? Like, how do we continue to assist Benji Cranford?
Just talking, and you got a lot of people that complain all the time. Hell, I complain sometimes, but if it's legitimate. We're going to work through it. If it's just something that can't be fixed, if you tell them that it can't be fixed, that don't mean to argue more. You can't do it. So,
yeah.
A lot of people just don't, you know what I mean? But I'm not saying that we're hip, but you see a lot of, I guess, negativity, and everybody here is working their butt off. I mean, you got some that don't, but everybody here really, really wants to help the citizens.
Right.
You know, and
And I think deep down a lot of people do want to do that, but like you were saying,
and you know, just like we're talking about, you know, when you see a worker out there, you know, somebody, you know, like I seen the fellas putting all the utilities in, doing a great job. Tell them how good a job. Let somebody know how good they're doing. They don't do nothing. Keep doing better.
Yeah, God, I'm not gonna lie. I be praying someday, and God be having to remind me sometimes, like, hey, you see him over there? I mean, like he messing with that thing. If he wasn't messing with it, you'd have to mess with it. So you know, hey, great job. You're doing wonderful stuff today.
That's it, and that goes with, you know, just it's positive is better than negative in my life.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But now that's not saying give somebody tell them they're doing a good job and they're not. But there's a way to get, you know, to nicely say, can we do a little better? You know, that's with us too. You know, if we ain't doing a good job, don't blast us out on the face look or whatever. Just pick up, say, can you do this? I mean, not, and a lot of people do. You see them.
I see what you're saying. It's just like we're just and then, especially in your position, we're just very fast to just spit out information we don't even know about.
I call them keyboard cowboys. I mean, and then they put it on there anonymous.
That's the best one. That's the best one. I've heard a lot of stuff about those type of people, but keyboard cowboys.
That's what they are. They weak. All right, and then they put on there anonymous. So if you ain't got enough backbone about you to put your name on it, and then people believe they're dumbass.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And then people are just going for it. No information, no nothing.
And half of, you know, they've the court of public opinion is the only court that never shows facts. And I mean, just like the court of public opinion ruin a person because there's no facts in it.
Right, and then then the weird part about it is you being mayor, you kind of to an extent now have to care what people are thinking.
Exactly.
Like you said, to an extent.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so what I mean, anything that you wanna, anything in particular that you wanna hop on about that in particular, anything recently that you done saw, I other than the same junk we've seen over and over again, I ain't seen nothing new. So,
they done got the worst of the worst, and it ain't no truth in it. And then they keep going. But it's like this, Rayon. The reason the court of public opinion never goes back and apologizes or say we were wrong because they don't want to be. They want it to be right. And when you're wrong, you're wrong. When you're right, you're right. But when you admit you're right, and you admit you're wrong, that's the only thing you can do. But they'll never do it. Never.
Yeah, I'm not.
Just like them keyboard cowboys. Once you debunk them, they just keep getting worse. They ain't never been. You ever seen somebody post something anonymous and then find the facts and they ever get back on there and say I was wrong?
Right.
They very seldom. They'll get on there and find something else to lie about.
Yeah.
You know,
I think I was wrong. I think I was wrong is one of the greatest statements I've ever started saying in my adult life ever. It's someone, especially if I'm talking to my little one about something simple, and then I tell her like, "Hey, go grab this. It should be there." And then she'll be like, "I don't," you know what I'm saying? She'll come back and be like, "I don't think it is." Now, you know what? I was wrong.
That's it.
I can be wrong. Your daddy is not gonna be right all the time. The only person who was right all the time was Jesus, and he gone for now, buddy. He gone for now, buddy. Yep. I think I was wrong was one of the greatest things I did ever learn how to say. But like you said, there's people always so prepared to go, Benji ain't this. Benji shit stink. I mean, Benji ain't tall enough. He ain't wide enough. But then when you find out everything is wrong, there's never like a, hey, you remember I said this a while ago? I was wrong. That's right. I think that's what's kind of helped me get forward and get to places. You know what I'm saying? But, well,
I'll tell you, and this lady called me the other day. I went to school with her, one of the smartest ladies I know. And her name's Kelly Evans. Mm-hmm. All right. And, you know, she's been watching, you know, this and that. And she said, Benji, she said, you know, when you was running mayor, she said, I love Kenneth. And she says, you know, he was my mayor. She said, but now you my mayor. If there's anything I can do to help, she says, if you need phone up, she works in a public, but you know, she called and she said, ask people for the city. You know, just because you didn't like me, or it wouldn't say like me just because you voted for somebody else. That don't mean to keep hating them. it's still your mayor. If Kenneth would have won, he's my mayor. I'd have been doing what I could do to help him. That's what's wrong with the world today.
It is. Because it's like people don't like democracy, which is kind of that's odd to me. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Joe Biden
he's our president.
Wasn't my personal choice beforehand, but currently I'm gonna pray for him because I need him to do well. Because guess what? Whether I like it or not, where he at?
That's right.
In the office.
And how many presidents we've had, and we ain't kicked none of them out yet, have we?
Nope.
So guess what? Quit trying and help the man do his job.
Yeah. I think that's all we can do. I love how over, like, I want to say, like, even like I just saw him do a podcast with News 12, and I've sat here with you, and I always love how you reinforce, like, every time I've talked to you so far, you like to reinforce, like, helping a brother out, per se.
Got to.
You got to reinforce helping it out, because I don't think we could do anything alone.
No. Well, first off, Rayon, every dollar you made and every dollar you spend, you got somebody got theirs from you. So when you kick a man and keep him down, you ain't gonna get no more money. You take a person who wins the lottery. First, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. One day that fellow or that woman's gonna come do some business with me because she's got a bunch of money. Right. People don't. If a successful person, you should always say, "I'm glad he's doing good," because one day they're gonna spend some money with me. And it ain't all about money. That just grows everything.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Money is a great tool, and it's something that I'm trying to get a little bit more of in this so economy. Yeah. But by the way, is there anything economically other than making sure we get businesses here that you as a mayor can do or have in mind, per se? I don't even know if you can really touch that area of things because it's kind of so broad. It's like so many different people and so much different stuff. Yeah. But is there anything that you can do in particular, or any thoughts that you got?
There's so many thoughts, but not right now. I can speak on those.
Okay, cool. But I love the store, though. I really let me know what we need to do about the store. The new store, or whatever. All right. Because I would love to get a new store.
It is far out there. But it's gonna happen, and it ain't the community needs it. Mm-hmm. And it's
we do. Did you ever get the fire marshal? I think it was the fire marshal you was waiting on. Did they ever get back to you on?
Not yet. Which we still got to upgrade the bathrooms, get them ADA compliant, and we working on the inside. I was hoping to be done, but it's like eating an elephant, one bite at a time.
Oh yeah.
We gonna get it. But I think Bo, the fellow that's working on the inside, he's repainted it, all the inside. Like the marquee out there, we put new bulbs in it, but it ain't exactly like we want it. So Benjamin's gonna redo some stuff there. And I want to get the little neon. When you ride down Main Street, I want to look just like it did back in the day.
Oh yeah, the nice little, neon, little colorful lights. Yeah. It ain't just white. It's like red and yellow and all that kind of good stuff. Oh yeah, I love that. And then I'm ready to get back in there, but I like the movies.
Like you go to the movies in Augusta. I want to get like everything self-serve. Like your Coca-Cola. You go in there, you buy it, and then you go, because it just makes it easy. That way, if you run out of the movies, you want to run some more Coke, you ain't got to wait in line. I think that's the quickest way to do it.
Gosh, thank God someone said it, because I work in a restaurant, so I know for a fact how do you go by making more money the best way possible. First off, you overstaff yourself. You overstaff yourself just so that food is coming out at the blink of an eye, because you want customers to understand, hey, there's 45 people there. Yeah. But you know what? I can still go over there and still get my food on time.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. Like you're saying, if this person up here up front who got to deal with all the 20 people coming in the door, if he got to give you the ticket, make you the popcorn, and make your drink, and get your son his chicken tenders, and
everybody else waiting in line.
How we gonna get in there?
That's it.
But yeah, that's a great idea. Damn, that's a great idea. But I guess I'm gonna let you hop off today. I'll let you go get to your lunch and everything. Right. But is there anything else you got for them today?
No, just thank you for having me, Rayon, and thank y'all, Thompson.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime, call me anytime.
Thank y'all, Thompson. And this has been us one more time. And once again, the comments are still open. I've only had one person say anything to me so far, So hopefully we got a happy.
And I hope we answered his
happy,
question.
Yeah, I was about to say hopefully we got a happy community.
That's what we all strive for.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, all right then. Well, love y'all. Y'all hold it down. To Thompson. Here we go.
Thank you, Leon.
Oh yeah.